when you get a Justin Jefferson, you never, ever, ever, ever let that man leave.
An interesting one for you here today. Our own Joe Nelson wrote about a trade rumor, I guess you could put it, that was thrown out by Pro Football Talks Mike Florio the other day, that the Vikings, if they can't get a deal done with Justin Jefferson in the coming days, that they should maybe think about trading him for a boatload of picks for, to trade up for a quarterback or whatnot. I don't think it's that great of an idea, but I want your thoughts on the idea of trading Justin Jefferson in order to bring in a boatload of picks or extra players to make your team supposedly better by getting rid of the best player on earth.
Tell us how you feel, Jonathan, about this potential idea. Well, what I would say is that this does come up from time to time, because I think in some ways we overdo it a little bit with the idea of like Moneyball and salary cap hits. I mean, for one, the salary cap continues to go up year after year, and you can pay people in the National Football League and still win games. You could spend all the way to the cap. So if you're going to do that, which teams should if they're trying to win, then you usually want to give that money to really good football players. So it's okay to pay your best football player lots and lots of money. I would say that it sounds great on paper to get multiple first round draft picks, but also if we look at the last, 10 years of first round picks, yes, there's a Justin Jefferson. Yes, there's a Christian Darrisaw, but there's also a Mike Hughes. There's a Laquan Treadwell. I mean, there's been a number of first round picks that haven't worked out. And I don't think it's any guarantee at all that you get even starting players out of first round picks if you're trading away Justin Jefferson. The other thing is, too, that if you look historically at all the teams that reached the Super Bowl, what do they have? They have Hall of Fame caliber players. They have your Aaron Donalds, your Cooper Kupps. They have, I mean, not just Patrick Mahomes, but they have Chris Jones, who I know is fighting for his contract as well. But they have superstar, elite, top of the league type of players. Those are the types of teams that win. And Justin Jefferson is of that caliber. When you get a Justin Jefferson, you never, ever, ever, ever let that man leave unless he forces his way out, which receivers want to do in Minnesota. But I think they want to change that trend from the past with, say, Stephon Diggs and Randy Moss. So, I mean, look, a receiver of his caliber in today's game is worth as much as a quarterback. I mean, he's that valuable. And as the Vikings go into an uncertain future at quarterback, there's nothing better they could do for whoever they draft next or sign next or trade for next at quarterback than to give them the most unstoppable wide receiver on earth. So I don't think that there would be any merit whatsoever to consider trading Jefferson unless the contract negotiations reached a point of absolutely no return. But I think even when things look pretty bleak, like they did with Nick Bosa just a couple days ago, the teams usually tend to find a way to sign their players. So I think that either very soon or at some point next offseason, we will be talking about Justin Jefferson as the highest paid receiver in the NFL. And that will be a good thing for the Minnesota Vikings.
That's been another Purple Insider Extra for Bring Me the Sports. Be sure to rate, review, and subscribe to the Purple Insider Podcast wherever you get your podcasts. Talk to you next time.